Hi, my name is Larry Flick. I am your professor for Human Resources Management for the fall semester 2020. I wanted to introduce myself and talk a little bit about the course. Though this course has been designated as an online course, I will be offering two options. Number one, you can choose to take this course strictly online as you signed up for. Or number two, you can choose to attend a weekly online meeting on Tuesday evenings at 6 p.m. using Zoom or Collaborate Ultra. If you choose option one, grading will be as indicated in the syllabus. If you choose option two, you will only be required to write two papers, and in place of the third, you will be graded on your attendance and participation in our Tuesday evening meetings. During the Tuesday meetings, you will be assigned to present either individually or on a team at least one chapter in our textbook. You will need to message me your choice on the options by the end of the first week. The textbook we will use is Managing Human Resources, 18th edition by Scott Snell and Shad Morris, published by Cengage Learning. It's an excellent book that you can buy from our TRCC bookstore or directly online from Cengage. I suggest you buy the bundle, which would include the required online ebook and a loose leaf textbook. To follow is a brief tour of our Blackboard class site. Hello again. During the next few minutes, I'm going to take you on a tour through our Blackboard website, Human Resource Management Online for the fall 2020. What I'm going to concentrate on are the menu items here: announcements, syllabus, course content, discussion board, the Zoom meeting link, messages, my grades, and so forth. Starting with announcements, you'll always land on this page every time you enter Blackboard, our class site. And I want you to read everything. Now, every Monday, I promise to put an announcement on the page providing assignments for the rest of that week and any feedback on prior exams or papers or so forth. So I'll at least, the bare minimum, put an announcement up on a Monday morning, usually by 9. And during the week, if there's anything important to relay or discuss, I'll put an announcement during the week. So I want you to read it all. Here's a welcome announcements. Getting started, we'll cover that a little later. Here are the options I talked about in our initial video. These, I want you to make a choice between option 1 and 2 by August 30th at midnight. And then here's some quotes that I think are very interesting, and I kind of take them to heart in teaching. So that's the announcements page. Now we'll go down to the syllabus. When we click on the syllabus, we've got 8 different links to go down, and we'll go through some of them, not all of them. The course syllabus is here. This is important. I want you to read the syllabus initially and read it all, but particularly pay attention to the grading. There'll be 5 exams worth 50%. There'll be MindTap chapter quizzes worth 10%. There'll be 3 papers, each worth 10%, for a total of 30%. And then the discussion board questions on each chapter, they'll be worth 10% total. And as you know, that I've talked about, you'll have 2 options. And if you choose option 1, of course, the grading will be as indicated above. If you choose option 2, only 2 of the papers will count, and in its place, the third paper, you'll be graded by your attendance and coming to the Tuesday evening at 6 o'clock meetings. And again, your attendance and participation will be important, and you'll be assigned to present a chapter or more, either as an individual or a team. So keep that in mind, and we'll want you to make a choice between option 1 and 2. Okay, so that's the top of the syllabus right here. Now here's a link to the class schedule. The class schedule is comprehensive. It takes you all the way through week 16. It gives you all of your assignments. It'll tell you, okay, week 3, we have our first paper due on equal employment opportunity. Week 4, our first exam. I want you to put those dates all the way down, papers and exams, because they have deadlines. I want you to put them in your personal calendar so you don't miss anything. That's important. Okay, so let's go back to syllabus. Now we've covered the syllabus itself, the course schedule. Here's the academic schedule, which is the college schedule, and it's important that you can see this at will and know when everything is due. Let's say last day of classes or classes begin or so forth. Okay, so going back to syllabus again. I've created this effort versus outcomes page that I think you might find interesting. The major items during the course are listed here. Some of them are required, some are recommended, some are completely optional. And if you do them in the time limits here, you might expect to get an A or a B. Or if you skip all the optional items and just do the required and recommended, you might get a B or C or so forth. That's just an idea of where you might go using that as a guideline. So that's efforts and outcomes, and the next one is chapter content summary. I'm not going to open up these right now. I want you to do that later. We have a great reading study method, and if you haven't taken Blackboard exams before, here's a tutorial, and there's Cengage support. Usually I want you to contact me first. If there's a problem, and if I can't solve it, we'll go to Cengage support and get it solved there. So that's under syllabus, all of those items. Let's look at course content. This is really the heart of the course itself. Getting started, I mentioned we'd look at that first. And here's a whole list of things to do. I want you to look at it and click on anything live and get these things done. Under that link is the textbook information. You can buy the textbook at the TRCC bookstore, or you can buy it online by clicking on this link right here. The other thing right below that is a video on instructions on how to register for the class, and then another video. I think this might be a PowerPoint on getting started with MindTap. So those are important, and that's under course content, and that's under getting started. So you'll find our textbook information there. The next one here is a really key and important link. When you first arrive, click the link above to register. So as that video will tell you, this is where you click to get registered. You only have to do it once, and then thereafter it'll take you, this link here will take you right into the MindTap textbook. And then here's a link for our class, and I really want you to send me a picture and a short bio of yourself. I'll do all the work and put them in this page. Just message them to me. And I think it's important so you get a feeling of a real class and you can look at the other students. And I want you to be able to communicate with the other students and me and ask questions and so forth during the course. So I think that's important. Now back to course content again. We've talked about getting started, the human resource link there, our class. Now let's look at the first week. We won't look at them all, but a few. Here's a copy of what's on the semester-long schedule. And nothing's linked, but below each of the assignments are linked directly to the location that you need to go. There's the reading assignment, the quiz, there's the video you need to watch. Here's the website I want you to take a look at and analyze. Here's the discussion board. We'll look at that in a moment. PowerPoint, and then I'm going to insert some interesting videos, and I think this is really worth watching. So back again to course content, we'll look at week 2. Okay, week 2, we don't have any papers or tests or anything. You can go down, and here's the reading, the quiz, and so forth. Let's go back and take a look at week 3, because there is an assignment due there. Week 3, we've got the first paper due. Okay, and when these are the reading and the quiz and so forth, and then here's a link for the first paper. You'd click on that and submit the paper. If we go back to course content and go down to week 4, you'll see here's week 4 is not the exam. I guess week 3 is the paper, and week 4 is, okay, the exam doesn't show, and this is important, the exam doesn't show until 9/19. So, but when you get ready to take the exam, it'll be right down here, and it'll show after 9 o'clock on 9/19. That's a Thursday. Okay, so there again, course content, you go all the way through week 16. So let's go to the next one, the discussion board. Now here, there's going to be 3 or 4 questions per chapter, and I want you to give short answers for each. You'll have to view the chapter video that's assigned, as there's a question that you'll need to answer for that. If there's related websites, you'll have to review them and then answer a question in the discussion board for that. And you're not going to receive feedback for every one of your posts, but rather I'll be reading them all. And if you don't give a good faith answer or make a good faith effort, I'll contact you. So just know that. And then let's take a quick peek at how it's going to be organized. Basically, you click on the week, or the chapter actually, and there's 2 questions. One is Chapter 1, Question 1, Chapter 1, Question 2, and then you have this question on the JetBlue video, and then we have the website question, okay? And that's going to be similar going forward. Okay, let's go back to course content, and just know that this is kind of the heart of the course itself and where everything is. We went over discussion board. We looked at that. Now here, Zoom meeting link. This is for people who choose option 2. When you go to the Zoom meeting link, you're just going to go to Tuesday evening meetings, or if we want to have individual meetings or office hours or anything, we'll set up a time and we'll use this link, okay? And just note that it might not be Zoom. It most likely will be a program called Collaborate Ultra, and there'll be that link, Collaborate Meeting Room, right here instead, okay? Now messages, this is important because I want all of our communication to come through this area of messages. So let's say you want to create a message. You're going to address it to. Now here's a whole list of everybody in our class, including me. So if you want to give me a message, send me a message, you click the right arrow to put me into the recipients column, and then you enter a subject, maybe second exam or something, and then you just write the message. And I want you to note that you also have the opportunity to attach files and so forth. So that's how the message system works, and I want you to be using that to communicate all the time. The next thing is My Grades. Now this isn't going to give you a complete listing at this point, but if you're interested, as you go along and take these quizzes, the grades will appear, your third paper, first paper, so forth. Like I said, that's not complete, but if you want my comments or you want to get into the exam, just click the grade on this side and you can do that. It's important because with the exams, I'm going to ask you to go through and review the questions you got wrong. So, and you can get extra credit by, say, challenging questions. Okay, so let's just go back up here. And now, there are 3 more links we haven't talked about. College support resources, help and tech support, and my e-portfolio. If you need them, I want you to click on them. They're kind of important. They lead you to a lot of information. They're there to help you. So that completes our tour of the class website. As you know, if you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to contact me. Now let's go back to the video in a conclusion. In conclusion, I believe you'll do great as long as you stick with the schedule and don't get behind. Most important, I want you to send me your commitment to our honor code and a short bio and picture as soon as possible. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact me by using our Blackboard message system. Bye for now.